Edit that shit out.
Yo, this is Men on Manor, episode 5? I think it's 5.
I think 5, bro.
It's been a hot minute since we've been on here and did this. You know, I've been super busy. He's been super busy. So we're just happy to finally fucking sit down and get back to this.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, back at it again.
Nice to have a conversation.
Hell yeah.
Got some people. Some people that I don't see every day have told me that they have seen and listened to our podcast.
Oh, for real? Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to y'all. Yeah, when Sylvia's her dad and stepmother came up, remember that barbecue I went to? All of a sudden, her stepmom was like, "Hey, you know, what's up with the podcast?" I was like, "Ah, shit, you know, let me talk to you about
Hell
it." Yeah. She said that she's seen it a little bit, and then when we went to down Peoria for my uncle's for the Canelo fight, my grandpa was there. My dad's real dad.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I haven't seen him since I was a freshman.
Damn.
In like high school, maybe
Shout
freshman
out.
or sophomore.
Shout
And
out.
he asked me about it, and he's like, "Yeah, me go every, you know, I get whenever I get free time, I'll go look it up and listen or something." And I was like, "Shit, man, shit like that makes me feel good."
Right,
know?
like that's love, bro.
That's cool. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
love.
So I was in exactly why we were doing that. I was just like, "Shit, man, we just want to make a change." And plain and simple, be something positive in this world.
Hell yeah, bro. I talk to God about that all the time, bro. I'm like, man, let me just make a difference. Let me be a change at my workplace or, you know, just out in public, whatever, man. Like, help me make somebody's day. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Um,
What about you? Has anyone like come out of the woodwork and said, "Hey, like I've heard or I've watched your podcast"?
I mean, like a couple friends. Who else? Rio said something about it.
Yeah, he's commented on like actual YouTube.
Rio, Darrell, of course. Who else? I'm trying to think. It may have been that.
Has your dad or not? Because I know
Has he watched
or listened. I know I mentioned it to him. He had no idea.
No, I don't know if he has, but I know I had it on one day and you know Grams took a listen and stuff like that, so it was cool.
Yeah.
You making an appearance, homie?
Yeah. What you doing? You making? You going? Mommy needs an apple. Okay.
What's that big thing in there?
That's like a roast or something.
Oh, okay. That's a big one right there, bro. Damn.
We're eating good over here, boy.
Yeah. That must have came from like Sam's Club or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Bro, I kind of want to debate, bro. Like, I mean, man, I kind of want to debate. Man, I can't debate with you. You know what? We can debate. So, I know last time we talked, I think basketball or something. You said your top 3
shooting guards.
No. It was point guards. I think you said Chris Paul was your top 3 or something. I think you said that.
I don't know if I weighed in on the top 3 PGs.
Bro, you definitely weighed in. I think you might have said like Magic Johnson, Chris Paul, and somebody. Somebody like that.
John Stockton, maybe? Shit, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking I may not have actually like weighed in and said a top 3 for myself.
Right.
Who would my top 3 be?
It's a lot.
I mean, the reason why I would want to put Chris Paul in there because I'm associating pure point guard.
Yeah.
Because these point guards nowadays really
Scoring.
they're shooting guards. Really.
Right.
That's what they are. Right? You have 2 shooting guards on the floor now.
Right.
One that just happens to be maybe a slightly better ball handler, and he gets the point guard title.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it would definitely have to be, you know, pure point guard. How could you not put John Stockton? How could you not put Magic? How could you not put CP? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's definitely some honorable mentions. You got J. Kidd.
I mean, we never got the chance, to see him play, but like Oscar Robertson, they always like put him in there. Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously now they put Steph Curry in there, but like he's really not a facilitator like these other dudes.
Yeah, and that's how I'm eternally like
right.
ranking it myself.
Right,
as what the title of the position.
Right.
Who is the best?
Did you see that list of? They had a debate on First Take. Did you see that list when they were like the top 10 NBA players right now, and they had LeBron and KD at like 6 and 7? Did you see that?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But no, that's absurd.
That's like you telling me five players better than LeBron in the NBA right now?
Absolutely not.
No. KD? No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who said that?
I don't even. I think it came out on like ESPN, like just.
Oh, so no one actually like said it. It was.
I think like Stephen A. was like, "You're kidding me!" Like hell no.
This is blasphemy.
Man, no.
I did see a post today from LeBron saying that something about him like having this coming up season the opportunity to pass Kareem on the all-time scoring list is like just crazy. He's like it's just probably the hardest thing to ever accomplish.
Right, dude.
And of course, we all know LeBron has the most haters of all time.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah. And there will never be anybody like LeBron. Like I don't think we'll ever see a player in the NBA who gets as much hate as LeBron has through his entire career.
Yeah. But the one comment stood out the most because I was like, "Damn, that's true." But this motherfucker said, to achieve that and not be a score first player,
it's crazy.
Is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care how long he's been fucking playing. Fuck that. Like, of course. Why would you not want to play long?
Right.
I mean, if you look at his fucking, I'm blanking on the word. His field goals to attempts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What's the damn word? Efficient. If you see like how efficient his efficiency, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like no shit. Duh.
Right.
What do you want him to do? Take a fuck ton more shots and miss more, or like what do you want him to do? Right. It's kind of scary to think if he was an aggressive scorer, like a KD type scorer,
or like a Melo,
or Melo.
Melo was a scorer.
Bro, he would have broke that record years ago.
Yeah.
Or a Kobe type scorer.
Right.
He would have broke that shit years ago.
For real. Yeah, man, it's crazy to see, man. Like for the last 19 years, right? 2003. Yeah, 19.
I think he's going into year 20. I think
it might be.
I think all last season he was like year 19.
Yeah. So to see, 20 years, man, just dominating the league, man, dominating the league, and then the only thing they want to hold over his head is like he's 4-6 in the finals, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's got 4 rings because Steph Curry just got 4. So,
but like, let's berate the guy for not. For getting to a finals 10, 11 times.
Right.
Like, how many players have fucking, done that?
Not a lot, man.
Not many at all.
No. And I mean, like, I'm a LeBron fan, and, I like Michael Jordan as well. I think Michael Jordan was amazing. But I just do believe when LeBron went to the finals with Cleveland, his first stint in Cleveland.
22 years old. 22, 23.
Something like that. And he had like Zildjius and Ilgauskas and Larry Hughes and those type of guys.
And he got
Jordan,
right. By the Spurs.
The Spurs. Jordan had a better supporting cast than LeBron.
It's because I had to pay.
But he had a better.
I had the paper in my mouth. That's why.
But he had a better supporting cast. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt. Like, I mean, of course, like Chicago went out there and they made shit happen. They got Scottie Pippen or whatever it was.
Wow.
But like, I mean, who is Cleveland's second scorer on that team? Like, we don't even know. Eric Snow, like
when
Larry
he
Hughes,
left his prime in Philly.
Yeah. So Jonas Ilgauskas, like he was one of the slowest players.
Yeah. And people, I know there's always that comparison on how many Hall of Famers or potential Hall of Famers did LeBron play with versus Curry versus Jordan versus Shaq and Kobe, and they give LeBron like 10, and everyone else has like maybe 2, 4,
10.
3, or All Stars or some shit like that. Hall of Famers, All Stars, or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, but like, okay, he got a Wade who was, already kind of injured. He had knee problems.
Mm-hmm.
Still a baller, but had knee problems.
Chris Bosh,
who I to this day strongly believe he was overrated.
Hell yeah.
Highly overrated because he was in Toronto where he was the man. He was essentially LeBron in Toronto because no one else was there. So no shit. You're fucking 7 feet tall. You got a decent shot. You're rebounding.
Right.
You should be fucking dominating, and he was because obviously once he went to Miami, he was still producing. But
check this though: does he make the Hall of Fame? Does Chris Bosh make the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Dude, come on, man.
He's gonna if he does.
He won 2 rings, right?
See, that's.
But listen to this. I'm gonna throw like some stats out there. He won like 2 rings. I don't know his stats off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he averaged like a double-double, maybe 18, 10 or something
10,
like that.
11.
But I'm saying most likely he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. That's just what I think. I mean,
I think they hand that shit out too easy. Not even just for NBA. Guess who else said this shit?
Who?
Deion Sanders recently said that shit about
for
the NFL.
Yeah.
They're just handing that shit out now because he was like, you know what, that gold jacket, the NFL's gold, right?
Yeah.
He's like, that shit's cool, but he's like, there's some players up in here. He's like, I kind of don't know why they're here. He's like, players like me. He's like, I need me a special jacket because I'm really in this motherfucker.
Right, for real.
And I'm like, that's kind of true.
Hey, Deion was a beast.
Yeah, they're handing that shit out way too easy now.
Way too easy. I get that. But I will say Chris Bosh, before his heart issues, he had something happen.
Yeah, he had some
but he had a good career.
He had a solid career.
Yeah, he had a very solid career. But it's like I kind of see him. I wouldn't even say he was like Draymond, because it's like he didn't provide that energy really in Miami. He was just like a knockdown, tough rebounder,
kind of like a stretch four.
Right. But it's like you got to put Draymond in the Hall of Fame when he's done, which I kind of go back and forth with. But at the same time, the dude is a beast on defense. He's good on defense.
Yeah.
And I think you got to go by rings, man. And I kind of hate to say that because I think Robert Horry should not be in no Hall of Fame. The dude has a lot of rings, though. 7?
Yeah, 7 rings. Yeah.
He shouldn't be in no fucking Hall of Fame.
Was this a Big Shot Bob?
Yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. I go kind of both ways because Draymond doesn't do anything on offense. But, like, rebounds and defense.
I mean, what is he, like a 12-8 kind of player?
Yeah.
12-8.
Those ain't no Hall of Fame stats. Hell no.
Nah. But, like, how can you get into the Hall of Fame just based off defense, though?
Dennis Rodman? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he is.
He don't do shit on offense but rebound.
That's true. And
Ben Wallace?
That's another one. He's another great.
Dikembe Mutombo. Like, there's some defenders in there.
Yeah. I guess my idea of it is all around. I'm still
player.
looking at an all around player. Like, you have to be an all around fantastic fucking player. Like a LeBron, like a Jordan.
Right.
You know, like those type of caliber players. You know, Giannis, he's getting there. He's developing offensively, nicely.
More than just dunking.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, he's probably definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. when his career's over. He got
one ring, right? 2 MVPs.
1 ring, 2 MVPs.
Or do we got 1 MVP?
I think he has 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I know Steph got 2.
Yeah, I think that's a load of shit.
But that's because you don't like Steph.
No, not that he has 2. That he was the first unanimous.
Oh, okay.
You tell me Jordan wasn't the first,
Right.
or LeBron wasn't the first, or Shaq wasn't the first.
Right.
Like,
no, I get that.
What? Come on now.
I hear that. So, I mean, man, it's been a lot of good NBA players, though, man. And it's like, you know, I wasn't really a big fan of Reggie Miller. He's in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Strictly like a 3-point shooter most of the time, though. He was good. Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Is Tracy McGrady in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not sure. Look that up.
Cause I was talking.
T-Mac was a dog.
Right. He was able to do that shit, bro. He was cold. Mm-hmm. T-Mac was cold, and you know who else that one day I was having this talk with Mario, and I was like, who your top like shooting guards or whatever? Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert was a dog too.
Right.
A lot of people say Gilbert was Steph before Steph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with taking like the 30-foot 3-pointers and shit like that, half-court shots and sinking them, and yeah. Gilbert, he'll say that too. He's fucking hilarious, bro.
For his career, he only averaged 19 points a game.
Who?
Tracy McGrady? I thought that would have been a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely was pretty injured. That's why he didn't have a prolonged career. Those injuries, really.
T-Mac is unequivocally a first ballot Hall of Famer. So is he in the Hall of Fame or is he not?
Sure. I don't know.
Oh, it said he was inducted in the Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2017. Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know who was good but got hurt? And this was kind of before we were born and stuff, I think, or right around the time we were born. Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway, but he got injured, his knees or whatever the fuck happened.
Him and Shaq.
Yeah, man.
They sent Jordan home, right? I believe so.
No, I think Chicago. I think that's when he retired for a year, and they beat Chicago. I want to say it was 95. I think it was 95 when they didn't have.
Well, he was back though.
Was
I think he came back.
He may have been.
I think he had already came back, and they sent him home.
Because I know Shaq was saying like, because everybody was. I think I saw an interview with Shaq, and Shaq was like, you know, hey, you play with Kobe, you play with Wade, you play with all these great shooting guards, and he was like, but if Penny Hardaway never got injured, he was that next one, man. Like, he was that guy.
Yeah.
And then Shaq got traded out of Orlando, so.
Yeah, decided to clear house, I guess.
What do you think about the league going forward after LeBron leaves? Like, do you think like it's gonna be like every team like got a chance to win now? Like, do you feel that way now? Like, we know for sure like LeBron ain't gonna dominate and take the Lakers all the way, so you feel like anybody has a chance?
I think that's just gonna have to be when he's probably out the league.
Yeah. You think
earlier what we were kind of saying, you know, about them trying to say LeBron and KD are like a 6 and 7 in the top 10 or whatever.
Right.
Like, how could you say that for a player in LeBron? Yet he has a target on his back every season.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get him out.
Yeah, and
because they have to.
Right.
Because they know they'll get put out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like no one else, I feel like has that target.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To man, you have to get them out. You have to get them out because they'll do some real damage.
Right.
You know, I absolutely think. I mean, he shows really kind of like no signs of slowing down.
Right.
I mean, last year he did have some injuries. You know, that shit happens though.
Yeah.
You can't control that. Obviously, we all know he takes care of his body. That's why he is going into year 20, putting up the numbers he's putting up.
Hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
I think last year before he got injured, before him and AD started coming down with the injuries, like he was up there for MVP. Like you know, he could have
Like
definitely.
he is every year.
Every year, man. Every year. I cannot remember a time where LeBron had a bad year.
Yeah.
Maybe that first year in Miami where he struggled in the finals against Dallas, but
No. But you're talking about an entire season long.
right.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
he's a dog, dude.
That's why, like, even the whole MVP, season MVP thing is a weird thing to me because, if you're talking about if you're going to say year in and year out, LeBron has been the greatest player or, like, the top player every year. And without a doubt, if you take him off your team, like, you're instantly going to be at the bottom of the league.
Right.
How much more valuable can someone else be compared to that?
Right.
It kind of can't. But it would be, it'd be unfair for 20 years LeBron to have 20 MVPs. Can you imagine?
Right. I think right now, what is he at right now? Four
Four,
or five? Four.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about like the league going forward? Like, who do you think is like top five, like under 25 type players right now going forward? Like,
Well, I don't even know who the fuck's under 25.
I mean, like,
Obviously for me, you got Luka, Tatum.
Yeah. I don't know if he's under 25, but you got to put Giannis in.
Yeah. I think Giannis is right around 24, 5, or 6.
All right.
Yeah, Giannis.
What's that? 3?
That
Three.
I said.
Luka, Giannis, Tatum.
Tatum. That's 3 that I said. Yeah. I kind of want to say D Book, but that's a little.
He gets you.
He could get a score for you, but is he like top player in the league?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ja.
You already know.
You was waiting for me to say that.
You already know where I'm going.
Ja.
I look at players, man, and I'm like, who got that dog in him, bro? And I just look at Ja Morant, man, and I know he's young. I know Memphis is on the come up and everything, but I think if he never would have got hurt in that Warrior series, man,
They would have won.
yeah,
They would have beat the Warriors. Yeah.
yeah,
What was that, round 2?
yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely got that dog in him, man. But yeah, I'll definitely say, to go off of your picks or whatever, I want to put Jason Tatum up there, man. I want to see Jason Tatum definitely bounce back this year, have another solid season, man. But I want to see him be more consistent.
No.
I think
he gets a lot of unnecessary hate for having such a love for Kobe.
Right.
And
right.
people are like, "Oh man, you love Kobe, and you're like you're losing like this. You're disappointing." Blah
Right.
blah blah. Kobe wouldn't have done. He's not Kobe.
Right.
But he idols Kobe. Kobe is what fucking made him the player he is. Because one, as he was in the NBA, he did train. He finally did train with Kobe.
Right.
But obviously, as a kid, he modeled his game after his idol, Kobe.
Right. Exactly.
If you have no Kobe, you have no Jason Tatum.
Right. You don't have a lot of these players.
Yeah,
man.
you don't have a lot of these players.
I do want him and Jaylen Brown to figure it out. I don't want to see them like break up or whatever.
They're too young. That's way too soon.
I do kind of feel like what happened with their coach is going to make the Boston Celtics take a dip. I think it's going to be a lot on their mind mentally going into the season. I do.
I don't know the whole inside story about that, but
We'll touch on that. So yeah, Jason Tatum, I'll put him up there. Luka, obviously, something. He has an old man's game, dude.
Yes,
man,
he does.
That man is very slow motion, but he can drop 40 on you just like that.
Poetry.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zion Williamson, dude.
I'm still questionable about him, man.
I saw a picture today.
I did too. He looks good. He looks damn good.
Dude,
he actually looks like a basketball player.
Right.
Now.
He doesn't look like a fucking football player anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to see if he can bounce back, if he can stay healthy. I think it's all about his legs, man. You know, like when we're taught growing up, like your legs are everything, you know. So yeah, I definitely want to see what he could do with that frame and running up and down the floor. And they got a nice little squad out there in New Orleans.
Yeah, CJ just signed an extension.
Brandon Ingram over there, Zion Williamson. So you see what those three can do together. definitely John Morant and who else I want to put out there? I'm gonna go Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah. He's a dog too.
Yeah, man. He came on tough at the end of the year in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did.
He came on tough. Very tough.
You know who? I don't think I could put them in that list quite yet, but I do want to see them succeed. I want to see LaMelo succeed.
Yeah.
He's pretty cold.
He cold, man. But see, my thing with LaMelo and being in Charlotte and whatnot, I just feel like he's so distracted. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's just Charlotte or if it's just his lifestyle. But like, he's so flamboyant. He's so out there. I just don't know if
he's always obviously been like that. The
right,
whole world,
the whole family,
that.
Yeah, the whole family.
Well, but Zoe's pretty low key.
Pretty low key,
you know, but Jello, he's pretty low key.
Am I fucking that up,
you
bro?
Moving the camera,
My fault, bro.
Hold on, let me move the W flag.
My bad. But I did see that LiAngelo signed with them a 1-year deal. So
yeah. I saw that too. I saw
fucking Zoe.
They took a picture.
Fucking Zoe is injured. Gotta have another surgery again.
Really?
Another knee surgery.
I saw that. I did see something a few days ago about him needing to be like
reevaluated.
Yeah, reevaluated.
But the fucked up part is like he had a surgery at the ending of the season. I want to say. So he had one knee surgery. Maybe it was during this. I don't remember. But anyways, he wasn't in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he had a surgery. They were going to reevaluate him after that. He's still not like doing basketball stuff. Mm-hmm. So then now he got to have another surgery, and they saying that they hope he's not out for the season. But I'm like, damn.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Like, what's going on, man? Like, for him to be already having like these knee troubles and shit, and he's so young. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just hope that
obviously shit happens, but
I hope that we could get him back. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he's with.
The Bulls healthy, are a different team.
When the Bulls are healthy, they're a completely different team, dude. Having him and Caruso in the backcourt
with Levine and DeRozan, man.
I mean, it's hard for the opposing team to make passes.
Right, because they got that lockup.
Yeah, dude.
They got that lockup. I definitely see the Bulls still making the playoffs with or without Zoe.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they get out of the first round without Zoe. Who's out in the East? Miami's still gonna be there.
Man, Miami.
Jimmy Butler, what you doing with your hair though, man? Like, what's with those extensions, dude? That don't even look right, man. Philly's out there though.
Yeah, you got Philly, you got Toronto,
Milwaukee.
Boston, Milwaukee,
Brooklyn.
Don't get me started on fucking Brooklyn.
Hey, they gonna come together, man. You'll see a difference.
What you mean, bro? The KD wanted out that bitch.
So I know,
and he
bro.
said he was. I don't know if it was true. He was tempted. He said he's some shit like he's gonna retire. Oh, was that true?
I have no idea, bro. I don't know, but they there right now in Brooklyn. So Kyrie, KD, do something, man. But yeah, that's really all I know, bro. You still got like a Detroit, you got the Pacers, you got the Hornets.
No.
Atlanta. I think with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, that's true. That motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't like Trae Young.
You got the Knicks too. They've been doing
a little something.
You know, they've been making New York basketball a little more exciting the last few years for sure.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Orlando Magic still at the bottom most of the time.
Yeah.
But the West, man, the West gonna be decent. The Clippers are definitely on their way back. Kawhi Leonard, John Wall, Paul George.
Dude, I seen a picture of Leonard recently.
He's huge.
Dude, his
quad.
Dude, his quads were fucking ginormous.
His legs in general look huge, man. Yeah. I do want to see John Wall come back and kill shit though, man, because he's been out a couple seasons.
Man, yeah, who's he with?
He's with the Clippers.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he's with the Clippers. So I definitely think
Wall, George, Leonard. Who else is there?
Bunch of
role players.
Right. A bunch of role players around them, pretty much.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting to see.
That'll be interesting. I think you got to put, obviously, the Warriors, maybe Denver. I definitely think you got to put Minnesota and Memphis back there. Utah's going to take a step back with no Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, dude, that's what we forgot about. Cleveland. That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be real interesting, dude, because they got a nice team on paper.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to see how they gel together, but damn.
Yeah, and then, what's his name? Gobert went to Minnesota, right?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Him and Cat will be down low.
Man, dude, what happened to Utah? Do you think they just said they can't see them winning now? Anything? So they're like...
Yeah, I think they just kind of were like, shit, we've been doing this 2, 3, 4 years, so let's just get a whole bunch of draft picks.
Because they didn't want to, and I don't blame them for that, because they don't want to just keep them and then
keep paying them. Right.
I get it.
Rudy Gobert, I mean, he was getting paid a lot, and I think Donovan Mitchell was going to sign for a pretty hefty price, so he went to Cleveland.
That's another player I forgot about, like, under
He's
25.
He's cold.
Spider.
He's cold, man. I was watching some of his videos. You know, sometimes I just look at YouTube highlights, and he nice with the rock, man.
No.
Absolutely, man. Phoenix, they'll be there. Who else?
In the West?
I mean I want to say the Lakers are going to be better. I just think it's all about Russell Westbrook.
And Beverly, you saw that shit? Beverly said that him and Westbrook are like best friends.
But you know, Patrick Beverly, I think he gonna add that grit to the Lakers, because the Lakers, like, they were a soft ass team. You know what I mean? Like, they were crying about every play and, you know, going to the refs. Like, Patrick Beverly, like, he's gonna play hard, and I think he'll up their defense. You know what I mean? Because if you see him getting that, that's like me and you playing. If I see you get after it, you know, and diving for loose balls, and you know,
it naturally makes
So I mean, come on now, Russell Westbrook, he could get down like that.
Yeah,
and then that's gonna
he goes 110 miles an hour in game.
Right.
That's why I like Westbrook, because he fucking leaves it all on the floor.
Hell yeah.
Every game.
Anthony Davis, stay healthy. I don't care what nobody says. AD.
Get your head out of your ass.
Just stay healthy, and that dude is top 5 in the league, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
He has a handle. He can rebound. He can block shots. He can shoot. Like, he'll do it all, man. And I don't care what nobody says. He's better than Giannis. I think he's better than Giannis, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely could see that. You know, if he
stays healthy.
If he stays healthy and puts his mind to it, he's 100% better. Obviously, he's got a better shot. I mean, that alone makes him better.
Right.
Because he could
and his post game.
He could shoot the ball from anywhere, because let's be real. Giannis has no dribble. Mm-hmm. You know, this motherfucker could get by you because he's got a fucking
long legs
step the size of
those arms.
Yeah, those arms. No shit, he could get by anybody in the league.
Hell yeah.
And he has a huge spin. Mm-hmm. You know, like, if he doesn't do that, like, what are you doing?
Right.
Who said it during the? Somebody said that shit in the league. They were like, if Giannis if he was like I don't even want to say normal. If Giannis was like 6'6" or 6'5", he wouldn't be what he is at all.
Right. I could agree with that. I do think he's improving every season, but like, I just think
you have to battle against time.
Right.
You know. And things are never now. You always have to work. It takes time to work on stuff, but for something like that, it needs to be done like this, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think if you take away that driving lane, man, it's gonna be a tough night for Giannis.
No.
Like, if I'm a defender, I'm gonna sag off that dude and leave him for that shot. If you could knock down 2 threes in a row, kudos.
Then I'll get up on it a little bit.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Because then, you know, then I gotta respect the shot.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. But I definitely think, man, this is going to be a year of good basketball. I think we're going to have good, hard fought games, man. Like, I'm looking forward to this season because I think the championship is for anybody. Like, I know a lot of people think, the Warriors could repeat, but I think it's some teams in the West that could battle them for sure.
I personally don't see that happening.
You don't think so?
Them repeating? No.
No.
Mm-mm. I mean, dude, like we said 5-10 minutes ago, Memphis was
right there,
close to
right there. Hell yeah, they were right there. But it's like with Memphis, do they take that next step this season? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, does Ja Morant take it from however much he averaged last year up 2 more points? Does Jaren Jackson Jr. take it up a notch? Does Steven Adams, can they...
Brooks and...
Right, they all got to step up, man. It just can't be Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Can Minnesota do a little bit of something with Rudy Gobert down low? Yeah. LA Clippers,
How much time we got? We got...
like a month? No,
not
they
either.
start preseason. They start preseason.
About
the real season.
Yeah, real season.
Oh, like the 20 something.
Yeah,
probably.
it's like the 20th or 20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a little under a month away.
Hey, shout out to all these sports going on, man. You got that UFC coming up October 20 something, and then the NBA on top of that.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Getting that fight.
Oh yeah, without
question.
a doubt. Prayers
I'm just
that
mad.
nobody gets injured, no canceled fights.
I'm
man.
just mad that it's in Dubai and it's
like 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock here.
Yeah. But you know what? I'd rather do an afternoon fight than like a real late fight. I kind of feel like you go ahead, watch the fight, get it over with, go on with the day. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're still main card 2 o'clock, so what?
Probably ends about 4, 5, yeah.
About 5 o'clock.
And then it's like that main card. You want to see all of those. Like, the main card is...
But we always do.
Right? No, I know. I'm just saying, like, all of those are stacked.
Always watch it right here.
Always stacked, man. Like, I saw Sean O'Malley's video today of him training. He said he'll be surprised if he gets hit. So he talking that shit, man.
Yeah, the 2 cards I'm excited for is 280, because that's what this one is. And then the one after that, 281, November 12th.
Who's on that one?
Adesanya.
Who are you going against? Oh, that Pereira, yeah.
Bro, have you seen pictures of him?
Mm-mm.
Bro, he's massive.
See, the thing with that, though, I'm scared that it'll be too massive and he'll get gassed.
No.
What I'm saying? Like, he'll cut that weight.
He still has to cut the weight, yeah.
And then he'll be gassed. Like, he'll be tired after the first round.
He's like 220. Bro, because yes.
Yeah.
Dude, he trains with, Glover Teixeira. And obviously he's a light heavyweight. And there was a picture, it was him, Pereira, and this other light, dude, was it Dominic Cruz? Because he's light heavyweight too.
Dominic Cruz.
No, what's his name?
Dominic Reyes.
Yeah. Dominic Reyes. Yeah, not Dominic Cruz.
That fought John Jones.
Yeah. They're both light heavyweights.
Yeah.
And Pereira, the height, he's just as tall, if not just a little bit taller, but he was just as big as them, if not bigger.
See, the Pereira dude, I only saw him against that Sean Strickland one when he knocked that white guy out.
Yeah.
That's the only time I saw him in a fight. I heard like he beat Adesanya twice or whatever.
Yeah, so they say, I think it was the first fight, it went to decision, and it was kind of controversy. There was a little bit to it, and they gave it to Pereira. Naturally, Adesanya believes, but he strongly believes that was some fucked up shit. I should have won that.
Right.
But then the second fight, he knocked Izzy out.
Yeah.
But anyone could get knocked out.
It was in another promotion, right?
It was kickboxing.
Kickboxing, right? Yeah.
It's only kickboxing. And that's why Izzy, obviously, he's grown to be so fucking good now. But also, kickboxing is different from UFC MMA.
Right.
Because Izzy,
different rules and shit.
Yeah, different rules. Izzy was like, now I could hold him. Now I could clinch him. Now I could take him down. I could throw elbows. I could throw all type of stuff.
personally, I think Israel Adesanya is going to find a way to win, but I would like to see a hard, grueling fight like he had against Gastelum. Is it Gastelum?
Yeah. Gastelum.
Yes.
Fucked him up, man.
Like, I want to see a hard, grueling, like 5 rounds, like blood everywhere. Like,
I have no problem with Alex Pereira at all. However, I think
psychotic shit with the blood, you know. But
I think it would be super badass if Izzy said fuck it, because he could play the safe game and be super technical.
Right.
But I think it'd be super dope if he just fucking schooled him like Costa.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know,
because what he did to Costa was disgusting, man. Sometimes I go back and watch the fight, and I'm just like, I don't think Costa hit him once. And he was doing all that shit talking, and he just came out and just ate his legs up.
Yes.
And then what did he do? A leg kick and it knocked him down, or a punch? Something knocked him down, and he just, the way he ended that was nasty. It was almost worse than what John Jones did to Cormier in the second fight, but I don't think anything tops that.
That was that head kick, right?
Yeah, and the way he just got on him.
Dude, I had seen someone breaking down that fight with DC and Jones, the second one, and they were just saying
DC was giving Jones a business.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
But like the head kick, like just the way that these fighters, they think, and he got the head kick stunned instantly, and instead of going after him like this, Jones went for the leg kicks that got him tripped up.
Right, and
he's like, dazed, and now he's on the fucking ground. Whack, whack, like
elbows.
Yeah,
like he was throwing everything, man. I will, like, John Jones' IQ is on a different level. Like, you can't teach that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like in basketball, like your IQ, like LeBron's IQ to make this pass over here and somebody's like wide open. You can't teach that, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
the IQ to know, like, all right, I've been picking at his legs all fight and doing body kicks. This time, I'm going to kick his ass in the head. And he did not see that shit coming at all, man. Dazed his ass. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's even talking about head kicks. I feel like I might go in the house and watch that Leon Edwards Usman fight again.
That shit was boring. Like, I went back and watched it, and I'm like, man, when does this shit happen? Like, it was like 55 seconds left.
Yeah, it was a little boring. We were sitting here watching the fight.
And then that shit happened.
And no bullshit, like 10, 20 seconds before it happened, I was just like, you had said something about it being real boring. And then I'm like, sitting there, and I'm like, man, thinking, why the fuck did I even buy this fight? And then, boom!
It stunned the fucking world, dude. And y'all remember, y'all got up, y'all was like, oh! Y'all was like, oh!
You were sitting here like stunned, and then you got up like a minute later. Running down the street.
Bro, that shit, I was so stunned by that, dude, because I was talking shit. I was like, Kamaru might be better than GSP. Like, I was doing all that shit talking, and he got humbled quick. Quick as hell, dude.
I watched Kamaru on Rogan's podcast.
After that?
Yeah, it was after the fight. Very interesting.
Really?
Yeah, just the way he's taking it, and
he takes it as like he like he needed to lose a belt. Like he
No, not necessarily that he needed to, but he, like Matt Hughes said back in the day, when he lost his belt, he was like, it was a little bit of a relief.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit, because you know, for so long you have this target on your back. Everyone is just scratching at your heels. It's like finally he gets a second to kind of breathe.
Right.
But it restarts that engine. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So, I mean, he was humble about the whole thing, but at the same time, he wasn't like bragging or no, that's the fucking same thing. He was being real with it, how I would be, or how I am as a fan, as an outsider, kind of looking in.
Right.
Because he said that he was dominating that fight. He said,
yeah, I
was doing everything right. You want to make an appearance again?
You guys want dessert?
I got these. Thank you. You want something?
What is it?
He said he was doing everything right in that fight, which he was.
You want one?
Is that a brownie?
Do we have another one?
Yeah.
Another donut?
That's
Fuck
a brownie?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh.
So it's an apple cider donut with some apples because we went to the apple
Oh, yeah,
orchard.
yeah, yeah. Is this hot?
And she warmed it up.
Oh,
so
hell
that's
yeah. Thank you, Silk.
Oh, baby. Come on, baby. You got to get in here, baby. Come on, baby. Boom.
Breaking
This
the
shit-
action.
This shit smells so good. Oh, man. That smells amazing. But anyways, what I was saying is Kamaru feels that fight, he was doing everything right.
Right.
Like, he was doing exactly what he was supposed to. And he was.
He was.
He was dominating that fight. He was going to win. And he said, he just got caught.
Yeah.
That's what good fighters do. And he said, I don't want to hear that shit. Like people trying to say, oh, it was just a lucky shot. He had a very interesting
take on
that, though. He said, was it a lucky shot? Yes. But that is what he trains for. That is what I train for. He's like, my version of luck is different from your version of luck. He was like, luck for me and like us fighters is taking advantage of an opportunity when it presents itself. That's what we train to do.
Right.
He's like, he's like, do you think, like, would I be an idiot to not think that him and his camp didn't practice that exact kick?
Right.
Of course they did. And we saw footage of him doing that minutes before the fight.
Right. Hell yeah.
Like, so, yes, it was luck because that's how life is. You know, it either happens or it doesn't.
Right.
But he trained his ass off to do that, to win. And he fucking won. That was amazing.
They'll run that shit back.
They will.
Run that shit back.
Kamaru said he wants to run that back in England.
Damn, in his home.
Mm-hmm.
That's like some Rocky shit.
In a stadium.
Damn.
Yes, in a stadium. He wants to run that back. He's cool about it. Yeah, dude, you should listen to that. It's a very
I'm gonna look that shit up.
Very cool.
I'm gonna definitely look that shit up, bro. I ain't gonna eat this on cam, bro. What else we got?
Eat that shit, bro.
Y'all wanna see us eat? This is a mukbang.
Man, though, imagine that. You know what I want to do, and I don't know when it's going to be possible because I mean I like to travel. Unfortunately, I don't travel as much as I would like to.
Right.
But I don't necessarily totally like to.
What's these red apples? Green, yellow,
They are Honeycrisp, so
green.
they're like a reddish, a little yellow, a little red. You know, some might be a little more red, or some might be a little more
I'm thinking
yellow.
like granny something.
Yeah. I would love to go to a UFC.
That shit's expensive, bro.
I know. The thing that sucks too, since it's so small, like the cage, unlike football or a baseball game or a basketball game, I feel like I would want to. I would want to sit so close, and that money.
10 grand. Low key. What was I getting ready to say? I would want to do like a whole weekend. Like I would want to see like the weigh-ins and all of that. No. That would be dope.
That'd be dope as fuck. A lot of people do that shit too. A lot of people. I think back in the day they had a UFC here in Chicago, right?
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that was within 5 years, right?
Yeah, bro. I want to say like 2018, 2019 maybe.
Man, they didn't do that shit again. I would love to go to
it doesn't matter who fights, or you would go to any.
I mean, for me to go, I think there has to be, someone that I really want to see real bad. You know? Who would that person be, or people?
That I would want to see fight?
John Jones, #1, baby.
Man, I would either say John Jones, Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz.
He's done, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, that was his last fight on his UFC contract.
You don't think they'll do another one?
Dana White's not.
Or I'll say Izzy. I'll say Izzy.
John Jones, definitely Conor McGregor. Dude, that'd probably be the craziest one.
They would never do Conor in Chicago, though.
You don't think so?
I think he's too big time, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Him and John Jones, Izzy, like, Vegas. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the thing that sucks
New
about
York.
the fighting game. Is that it's...
I don't know. I just feel like Chicago's not big enough for those type of fighters. You know what I'm saying?
People, the thing is, people will travel.
Yeah, I know.
Motherfucker Dana, I'll go.
Tag his ass in this video.
I was thinking about that a couple of days ago, though. How cool that'd be to go to a UFC fight.
Hell yeah.
That'd be a long fucking day.
It'd be worth it, though.
Yeah.
It'd be worth it.
You'd have to have a lot of drinks.
That's once in a lifetime, bro.
Yeah. And after this, I'm about to go look that shit up.
For real.
UFC nearby.
Man. Like, they don't come nowhere near us, bro. Oh, you want to know who I saw on the highway the other day? You know, John Jones had that Mexican wrestling coach at Jackson and Wink. His name was like Izzy something, Izzy Rios.
Oh, Izzy style wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him on the fucking highway, like, pulled over, like, trying to get some help on his pickup. I was like, yo, that's Izzy, bro. I was like, damn, that's nuts.
And he didn't fucking stop and help him?
Hell no. But I was like, damn, that's crazy to see, you know? Like, because
Yeah.
I know he's, like, from this area and shit, but that was crazy.
Yeah. I would have shot and help.
Yeah.
You know something funny?
I was in a rush to get home.
I think it was last winter when I had my old truck, that red one.
Yeah.
I was going to work for that guy Michael by his house, and I felt bad because there was this some girl or lady in like a Honda Civic, and it was dead winter, a lot of fucking snow, and she kind of drifted off into like the ditch a little bit, and I had a truck, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I can't help her. Like, there's nothing that I could actually do. I didn't have no straps, nothing to be able to pull her out.
Right.
Bro, later that day, I went to like Ace or something, and I bought that fat ass strap, like ratchet strap, that has like a 32, 50 pound like weight capacity thing, just for that reason. Exactly. If I see people that need to be pulled out of a ditch with my truck, I could help them.
Help him out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think that's what we need, more fucking people like that. Just help.
To help out.
Just
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
just help people. You see someone in need, fucking help them. I'll do that, at the drop of a dime, anytime I can.
You know what I've noticed more, and I like tell like my coworkers and shit like that, way more now compared to back a year ago. People on the side of the road like asking for money at red lights.
Yeah.
That's like everywhere now, dude. Like
Everywhere.
every street corner, Lake Street, Orchard, like it doesn't matter. I could be over in like Batavia. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Damn, where
what's
the fuck
going
y'all
on?
come from?
Right. Like what's going on? Like everywhere is hiring. It's like, how come nobody wants to work anymore?
Ever since COVID and government sent them checks out, boy, ain't nobody want to work.
Don't nobody want to work, man.
I worked through the whole goddamn thing.
Right. That COVID shit ain't even talked about no more, though, bro.
Mm-mm.
It's like that shit came and went. Like,
I wouldn't say one snap. Maybe
well,
a
not
couple
one,
snaps.
yeah, a couple snaps, but like it came and went. Like you barely hear about it anymore. All I hear about is like Donald Trump, Russia and Ukraine. What else is a hot topic right now? I mean, mass shootings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of negative stuff, man.
Yeah, nothing positive. Man.
It's a bunch of negative stuff all the time, but they don't want to talk about, maybe the positive thing. Obviously, a shooting is never a good thing, but when it's a good guy that does it, it rarely gets fucking played.
Why do you think they did that guy Ime Udoka like that in Boston? Put his business all out there.
was a race thing?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't look into the story. I've just seen a bunch of headlines. All I know is, apparently he was in a consensual relationship with a subordinate, I believe. Right? Not necessarily a subordinate,
just
but
like a team member.
yeah,
or something
a
like
team
that.
member. Yeah, subordinate was the wrong word. Which right off the bat, I think is fucking stupid.
Very, very.
You know, I think it's really fucked up for a company because these teams are companies. Let's not fucking get that wrong.
Right.
They're a business. They are a company. I think it's. I'm sick and tired of companies and jobs that people have getting into your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time that should be a problem is if there's privileges or if there's the opposite of privileges. If you're being, mean to somebody or we're super bogus to them for no reason. Like if, let's say me and my wife work together and I was her boss and we, for some reason broke up and all of a sudden now I'm like piling all this shit on her and making her have to stay late every day or something, that's a problem.
Right.
Because all of a sudden now that we're split, I'm doing like all this fucked up shit to her. Or if we're, the other scenario is like we're together, now I'm like, hey, go ahead, you could leave work early, but you're paid for a full day. And this happens all the time, but I don't let this happen to no one else. That's fucked up too.
Right.
But if everything is just cordial, why should a job tell you what you can and can't do or who you can and can't be with?
It's policies, man, rules and conducts and bullshit they gotta follow. The only thing I will say, yeah, I think he was in the wrong. That's something, you kind of get like a handbook or whatever on rules and stuff like you do at a regular job.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they aired his shit out a little bit too much. Like, I feel like that should not have been a headline in the news because that shit goes on every day with other teams in NFL, NHL,
other fucking
golf,
people in life.
Like, I mean, that shit happens all the time. Cheating happens all the time. So,
yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't have done my guy like that. I kind of feel bad because I don't think he'll get another chance to coach or be a head coach, and I think he did a wonderful job last year.
Yeah.
But that one mistake changed his fucking life, man. Or that one choice, mistake, whatever you want to call it, changed his life, and got to pay for it, man.
Life's not fair. That's for sure.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's just sad that nothing could be kept in house ever.
Ever. Ever. That shit spread like wildfire, man.
If you want shit to work, you gotta learn to keep it in house.
Rule of life.
For all my, friends, people that are watching, you guys are couples, or you're not a couple yet. My one word of advice that I could give everyone is to constantly communicate and keep everything in house. I know you've said it multiple times to me, is that's something that you appreciate highly about me and my wife Sylvia is anytime we're with anyone, no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
People will know the good things. We'll tell you like, hey, we got the job, or we had the baby, or the kid, our daughter just took her first steps, or we'll let people know that. But like, if there's anything that is going on bad, like an argument or a fight, like that's
keep that shit in-house, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's how, because we work on that. Like, that's our shit.
Right.
So that's my one word of advice for everyone. It works.
Hell yeah, man. You definitely made it work, bro. You definitely made it work. Shout out to all the couples making it. Man, continue to communicate, man. That's the biggest thing I preach to couples. Communicate. Don't go to sleep mad at each other. Always, face that problem together, Don't, don't fight each other, but, handle the issue together, and I think things will work out. Shit, what else we got for him, man? Keep God first. Continue to strive to be the best you can be, man, and support us, man. We just...
Absolutely. We're not going to take a long break again.
Too long, right?
Yeah, we took too long of a break to put something out. Yeah, man. Just be grateful for every day. Every day's a blessing. Someone asks you how you doing. I'm good. I woke up today.
Right. There's a lot of people that weren't fortunate enough to do that, man.
So, blessings to y'all. All love all the time. Anything else, man?
Hey, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to the subscribers we already have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, we're just two normal guys, man. We're just trying to put Aurora on the map, trying to spread positivity, spread love, however we can, and shit, we'll get back to you when we can, man. What was that, episode 5?
Men on Manor, Garage Talk 5. Wrapped up. Peace.